Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a foundation review and first impressions on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. So I'm just going to jump right on into what the claims are. So it says it's a medium coverage foundation with a luminous natural finish. It also claims to be vegan, gluten-free, alcohol-free, clinically tested, dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested, non-comedogenic, suitable for sensitive skin, long wear, and no flashback. So I am definitely intrigued by this foundation. Not only that, Anastasia Beverly Hills is one of my favorite brands when it comes to brow products, eyeshadow, anything they come out with I absolutely love. So I knew for a fact I had to try this foundation. So a little bit about my skin. I have normal to dry skin, and this foundation does claim to have a luminous natural finish. So we will be testing that out for sure because your girl loves anything that makes her skin look natural yet luminous at the same time. I'm actually going to look up how much it retails for. Well, I have my receipt right here. Just kidding, this is not the receipt for this order. So I'm going to look it up real quick on Ulta's website because I bought this foundation like 2 weeks ago and I just tried it out for the first time because I've been so busy. Okay, so the foundation does retail for $38. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that this foundation comes in 50 shades. So you definitely should be able to find your shade in this foundation. I know I did. The shade that I picked up was 430 Warm. I believe that's what the W stands for. But that's the color that I did pick up, 430 Warm. But yeah, so let's just jump right into the packaging of this foundation. First off, this is the outer box of it. It's just like a silver. It says foundation on the side. Personally, I think that's cute. It looks nice. Now let's show you what the bottle looks like. Okay, so this is what the bottle looks like. Sorry there's a glare. I'm using natural lighting. But it just says Anastasia Beverly Hills on it. And then the back of it just says foundation. And then it does have a pump on it, which is great because a pump comes in handy all the time. Just makes it easier for application. But to be honest, this bottle reminds me of the NARS foundation. I personally have not tried the NARS foundation, but it does remind me of the NARS packaging. Okay, now that we talked about the claims and everything about the foundation packaging, let's just jump right into reviewing and doing a first impressions on the foundation. So the way that I'm going to be applying the foundation today is just like I would my normal foundation routine. As you guys may know, I do not prime my skin at all. All I do is pretty much wash my face, moisturize it, and then apply a little bit of eye cream. I'm also just going to be using a sponge because that's what I use typically when applying my foundation. I just like the finish of that more. But just to show you guys like the coverage and everything of the foundation, I'm going to be applying on this side of my face with a sponge and then leaving this side bare. That way you can see what the coverage is like with a sponge. I'm not going to do a brush and a sponge just because like I said, I'm going to be doing it the way I would my normal foundation routine. So the sponge that I'll be using to apply the foundation is just this EcoTools sponge. I really love this sponge. It was a recommendation from Kathleen Lights. It's literally like $5 at Ulta and it gets the job done. And I find it way softer than the Real Technique ones in my opinion. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be using to apply the foundation. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is using one of these like flat foundation brush. This one is from e.l.f. I believe. I don't know, I have like a little tape over it. And I like to apply my foundation to this and then apply it to my face and then blend it out with the sponge because I don't like to really put foundation on the back of my hand. I just feel like it's messy and I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm going to start off with just a pump of the foundation onto this foundation brush. So that's pretty much what a pump looks like. Honestly, it's not really runny or anything like that. It's not going to drip or anything. So yeah, that's what the foundation looks like. It does not have a scent in my opinion. It doesn't smell like anything. The color match is like perfect once I blend it out. So that's how I like to pretty much apply my foundation in the beginning before I go in and blend it out with the sponge. So now we're just going to go ahead and blend it out. right off the bat, the foundation feels very lightweight and hydrating. I don't know if I mentioned, but I have pretty normal to dry skin. I get dry skin in the winter time, so I know if this foundation like has that luminous effect throughout the day, it will be perfect for me in the winter time. But so far, from like blending it out, it blends out seamlessly. As you guys can see, it looks like skin and it doesn't look too dewy. Even though I'm using a sponge, I feel like it doesn't look too dewy at all. So that's the foundation on pretty much this side of my face. In my opinion, it looks very natural. It looks just like my skin because I can see like my moles kind of peeking through, and just little moles right here peeking through on my face. It looks really pretty. This is the other side of my face. There's like nothing on it at all. I would say that the foundation definitely evened out my skin tone on this side of my face. What do you guys think? So that was just one pump of the foundation on this side of my face. I feel like the pump was very small amounts when I pumped it out, and for that to only do like half of my face, I would say that's kind of like using a lot of product because I still have to use this side of my face. So that's another pump, and then I haven't done my forehead yet, and that's probably going to be like a half of pump. So if you think about it, that's like 2.5 pumps of product. Typically when I use like my Too Faced foundation, which is my go-to, I've been using that for about a year, almost 2 years. I typically use like one pump and I get a medium coverage. I would say this coverage is lightweight. I would say this foundation is pretty natural, pretty light. I feel like it could be buildable, but in my opinion, I feel like so far this is an everyday foundation. I do like the way that it's sitting on my skin as of right now. I am going to be doing a wear test because I have a doctor's appointment and just a couple things to do around the house, and it's still pretty early. It's only 10-12 in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the second pump to the rest of my face and show you guys the overall finish with no powder or anything like that before I go in and finish up my makeup. Okay, so this is what my skin looks like with the foundation all over applied with the sponge. Like I did mention, I used 2.5 pumps to do my entire face. I do feel like this foundation is more of a lightweight, natural, everyday foundation. I don't feel like my skin looks too dewy. My pores look very nice and smooth. I feel like I kind of look filtered in a way in natural like lighting because I don't film with studio lights or anything. This is direct sunlight and just all natural lighting, and I feel like I just look healthy. Another thing that I wanted to mention is I don't feel the foundation on my skin. I'm one that doesn't like to feel foundation on my skin at all. I like it to pretty much set onto my skin and feel like seamless and feel like I'm not wearing anything. I would say when I do touch it, it is a bit tacky, and I don't know if you guys can see on my hand, but it is transfer, so you may want to set it. Personally, I'm just going to be doing like my full face like I normally would with like concealer, setting my under eyes. I do not set my full face, so whatever is under my eyes, I just kind of dust it throughout and just set it that way. So that's how I'm going to be like setting my face, I guess you would say. But overall, right now, I do like the foundation. I don't know if I would purchase it again because I don't see anything too like amazing about it in my like opinion, I guess. I would say it's a nice foundation so far, but I haven't worn it for a couple hours to see how it really settles into the skin or anything like that. But I do find it very pretty, very natural, and I would use it on an everyday basis. But right now, I still like my Too Faced Born This Way foundation better. Okay, you guys, so this is my full face of makeup completed with the foundation. I would definitely say that all my products laid really good on top of the foundation. Like I mentioned, I don't set my whole face. I only set my under eyes, my chin, and my forehead area. So everything else really went on nicely, and I think that the foundation overall looks very natural. I feel like my skin does not look too dewy right now. Obviously right now I have highlighter on, so it kind of brings out that dewiness, but looking at my skin right now, it doesn't look luminous in my opinion. Also, I feel like it does dry down after a bit of being on your face, but I will keep you guys updated. Right now is currently 10:45, so I have a couple things that I need to do. I'll probably check back in around 12:45. If I don't record like a video or whatever, check the description box down below. I'll have like the times that I did check my face. Also, I did want to mention that my foundations do crease on the sides of my face, and right now I have no creasing at all, and my pores look really nice, as you guys can see because you guys are pretty up close. But overall, I do like the foundation right now. Okay, you guys, well, I'm back with an update. So it's currently 12:54. It's probably not going to focus, so I'm just going to have a timestamp thing so that way you guys know that it's 12:54. I've had my makeup on for about 2 hours now, ever since I did do it. I would say everything looks the same. Nothing has moved, nothing has separated. I haven't had any creasing or any transfer or anything like that. I was outside for a little bit with the dog playing. I did eat some lunch, and then I edited some videos, and then I also did laundry. So I was moving and just kind of like active outside, whatever. But yeah, everything does look good. My lipstick is obviously off right now because I did eat and drink and stuff like that, so don't mind that. But yeah, I still have to get ready for a doctor's appointment, go to the appointment, so I will check in around 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock, with another update on how the foundation is wearing. But so far I do like it. Okay, you guys, so this is going to be like the last check-in of the day on the foundation. As you guys can see, it's way later. It is currently 5 o'clock. So I've been wearing my foundation since 10:45. I'm just going to end the review here. So this is overall what the foundation looks like. I think my skin still looks really nice. I did notice around the nose area, it started to get a bit oily. I feel like a little bit of powder would definitely help with the oiliness. But I did notice that I started to get a little breakout on the corner of my nose, and it could be from the foundation because I didn't try anything new, so I'm going to keep trying that foundation and see if it breaks me out anywhere else. So definitely be sure to check my description bar down below and see how I ended up liking the foundation. Overall though, I feel like this is an everyday lightweight natural foundation. Is it worth the price of $38? I feel like there's better foundations out there, but since I do have it, I'm going to be using it. And if you want to try it, yeah, I would recommend you guys try it out. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll speak to you guys in my next one. Bye!